So here we are having some written topics about the liver, students. Okay, so now only we have seen that what are the ducts, okay, of the liver and pancreas, and what is the structure of liver and pancreas. Now I'm going to read some important points about the liver. Okay, see students, what I have written here. The very first point which I have written about the liver here is what? Liver is the second largest organ and first largest exocrine gland in the human body. The next is what? It is having two lobes, as I have discussed, right and left lobe, found below the diaphragm. Okay, found below the diaphragm. Right lobe is larger than the what? Left lobe. Okay, that we have seen in the diagram. Right lobe is larger than the what? Left lobe. Okay. Then next is given, see here. Okay, the third point. Third point is given here. See, liver plays an important role in digestion. All right, it secretes bile, which is not directly involved in digestion but change the acidic medium to alkaline medium and emulsify fat. So you will be little you will be little confused by reading this third point, that madam, what you are telling about, this not directly involved in digestion but change the acidic medium to, to alkaline medium. Okay, so to know this point, we have to go in detail about the digestion of macromolecule, that how the protein, carbohydrate and fats are getting digested in alimentary canal. Okay, so but for your little knowledge, I'm just telling about you this. As we all know that we are having a acidic bag in our alimentary canal, that is what? Stomach. Okay, so once the food is going, or once the food is moving to the stomach, it is getting mixed with the what? Hydrochloric acid. And in this mixed form, in the acidic mixed form, it is come to the word duodenum, or the next part. Okay, so at that time the pancreatic juice, okay, which is responsible to digest protein, carbohydrate, fat, will not able to work there. Why? Because of the highly acidic medium there. And to convert this acidic medium, we need the bile. All right, so that's why it is saying here that bile is, liver is not directly involved, but it is secreting bile. Okay, bile is not digesting any of the macromolecule, but it is very important to convert the acidic medium into alkaline, because if the bile will not there, the acidic medium will not change into alkaline medium, and if the acidic medium will not change into alkaline medium, okay, there will be no role of pancreatic juice on the macromolecules, on the protein, carbohydrate or the fat. Okay, the next is given here, see, emulsify fat. All right, fat is very dangerous. Yeah, we all know. You will laugh, after hearing this madam is saying fat is very, dangerous. Yes, fat is very dangerous because we don't look good, all right, if you become fat. So not in that sense, but here it is given, see, emulsify fat. Fat is taking too much of time to digest. Okay, and to digest the fat, all right, the fat must be, break into very small droplets. Okay, and the breaking of fat into very small droplets is known as what? Emulsification, emulsifying of fat. And that very important process is doing by the what? Bile. Bile is responsible to break the fat into very small droplets. Okay, if you will sprinkle some water over the oil, or some oil over the water, you will see the small droplets. Okay, so like that, bile is converting larger fatter molecules into what? Smaller droplets, and that is known as emulsifying fat. So now I hope that you will understand about this third topic. Okay, that liver plays an important role in digestion. It secretes bile, which is not directly involved in digestion but change the acidic medium to alkaline medium and emulsify the fat. The next point what I have written is, see, hepatic duct, the liver duct, from both lobes of liver bring bile to concentrate in gallbladder. Hepatic duct joined to cystic duct, that is the duct of gallbladder, to form common bile duct. Getting now? That we have done the, in that diagram only. Okay, the first two duct which will come from the liver, right and left lobe, all right, it will known as what? Hepatic duct. Okay, this hepatic duct will join and form common hepatic duct. Okay, and this common hepatic duct will join with the duct of gallbladder, that is the what? Cystic duct. Now all these three duct, okay, will come together to join the pancreatic duct, and now all this duct, pancreatic duct and that join, common hepatic duct. Okay, that will known as what? Common hepatopancreatic duct. Hepato for liver and pancreatic for pancreas. Okay, now the next which we have to see is the what? Pancreas. Okay, as we have studied about the pancreas, as we have seen in the diagram, okay, what I have written, just see, it is a yellow color heterocrine gland which is located in the loop of duodenum below the stomach. Now it is very much clear, I think. Okay, after seeing the diagram, it is irregular in shape and both exocrine and endocrine in function. As endocrine, it secretes insulin, glucagon, and other hormone which regulate blood sugar level, and as exocrine it secretes pancreatic juice. Okay, so this is the answer of your question, that madam why you are saying it is what? Heterocrine. Okay, so heterocrine is here is why? Because it is doing the two different function. Okay, it is it is working as a endocrine as well as a exocrine. So why it is endocrine? Just see, it is releasing insulin and glucagon, which is very important hormone. Insulin is decreasing the blood sugar level and glucagon is increasing the blood sugar level. Okay, and the next is what? Exocrine, because it is secreting the what? Pancreatic juice. The third point, just see, duct of pancreas, that is pancreatic duct, which pour pancreatic juice to the duodenum, is first joining with the bile duct, okay, to form common hepatopancreatic duct, and then opens in the duodenum, okay. So this much we have to study about the pancreas and liver. In this way we had completed. So